is now 12:35 in the morning, local time. Yeah, so things were smooth sailing all the way up until the border. And the border was a fucking mess. Not a heavily traveled border crossing. I mean, heavily traveled for this area, but you guys wouldn't think of it as such. People who've gone into Canada or gone into Mexico, no, not like that. But oh man, so I knew I was gonna have to pay a fine for being late with my visa and late with the car. I didn't think it would be nearly what it ended up being. Before I left Tela, I went to the ATM and I withdrew $100 worth of cash to go along with probably another $200 that I had on me, and thinking, oh, there's no way I need more than this for the whole trip. I mean, hopefully, if there are fines, I can use my card, and obviously use my card for gas and other things like that. But yeah, border crossing, the fine, I was told by a consultant, was horribly wrong on this one, that it was about $1 a day fine for being late on the visa, which is probably the reason why I've been so lackadaisical about getting down here. It ended up being, so that would have been what, $40 on 40 days late. It ended up being, let me do the division, the fine itself was 240. The fine itself was 240. They felt a little sorry for me and knocked it down, at least that office did. Knocked it down by 100. Knocked it down by 50. So it ended up being, I of course threw in a little tip, so it ended up being somewhere under 200 instead of 40. So that's kind of a big difference. And then the fine for the car was much worse, and the fine for the car, well, not much worse, but the fine for the car ended up being just under 600. No, thank goodness, no. Just 300, just under 400. Just under, 350. So 350 for that. And all this had to be paid in freaking cash. So I had to go to an ATM and somehow withdraw, $600 in a few minutes from a couple different accounts. Just pain in my ass of money that I don't really have anyway. So that was a mess. And then they gave me issues with the dogs because I apparently don't have something that they wanted. I should have just left the dogs in Tela apparently, but I didn't think I'd have problems because I didn't have problems, Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras was a bit annoying. Just a little bit on. Honduras was a little annoying on the way in, but not bad. And Nicaragua was quite a pain with them, and then just it was real slow getting this taken care of, getting that taken care of, getting my money changed so I could pay them, and then the people who are helping me out, which they did help me out. They're guys who sort of, they have a job and then they get little tips for helping people out and showing me where to go. So gave them tips, don't mind that. It's only a few bucks. But it was just hassle after hassle. I must have spent probably 4 hours there. Let's see, I got there, I got there right around 7, so over 5 hours at the border. And that includes probably a good 45 minutes going back to the nearest city, small city, to an ATM. But yeah, I mean, just huge pain in the ass that I wanted to get recorded. I just wanted to put this down before I forget the details. But yeah, that's done. Now I have very little money in my bank accounts and very little money in my pockets. But hey, we'll figure something out. Got to get the pets some sort of veterinary certification for the vets, which is what I did before we went into Mexico, but that one's too old now. And so I have to get one of those in order to go back into Honduras, most likely. So yeah, we'll see if I can somehow find a vet open on a Sunday. That's becoming probably my biggest problem. I'm driving at night because, well, shit, I have a whole lot less time than I thought I was going to have if I'm going to need to find a vet. I called my my head employee, gave him the combination lock code, and the landlady has the key for the second lock, so he can open on Monday if for some reason I can't get the pups back in. Maynard's mange has come back, so I don't know if the vet will sign off on him being okay to enter back into Honduras. Alright, so the trip continues. I need to get some sleep at some point and then continue on my way. But hey, at least I am into Nicaragua. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I don't get lost. If it's anything like Honduras, there are only a couple main roads, and the signage to the big cities is decent. It's just when you get in the cities it gets a little iffy. Alright, that's it for now. We'll talk later.